you would think by showering every day and cleaning your skin every day that it would help it. But actually, after you've done a shower and shampooed and washed and whatever, it seems to dry it out, which that's part of this cycle. What do you call that word? Cyclical thing. It also depends on where I am in the cycle of eczema. Like before I came on this trip up to Utah, I noticed that underneath my bracelets, I broke out. See? Right there. You can see that. That's a new breakout of eczema. When it first manifests itself, you get kind of like an itching rash. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. And I've done it where okay, here comes the rash, and I don't wear jewelry or I don't wear clothing or what have you. It really doesn't matter. I'm sure that the metals or whatever's on the jewelry will encourage its itch, but I don't think it would keep it from coming or going. Does that make sense? So yeah, depending on where I am in the cycle, that's how I treat it. So if I know if I'm at the beginning of the cycle, I would wash it, and I use Dove soap, a nice kind of a non-abrasive soap. And then, like I have routines. I've tried different things. Now, if I'm in the shower, I have medicated shampoo sometimes that I use on my skin. I'll use that on my scalp as well as my skin. The product Paul Mitchell comes out with that's called the Tea Tree Shampoo and Conditioner, which kind of has like a minty feeling to it. I will use that. That'll ease an itch. I don't know if you've ever had profuse itching, but it's so annoying. If you're trying to do your life and all you've just got this itch that doesn't go away. So what I try to do, especially in the beginning stages, is to calm the itch. And a lot of times, like I said, I don't shower that much because it'll dry out your skin. And then I will add lotions and oils and things to my body in order to be able to keep going in my routine. Because, none of us want to stop and say, I surrender. You just have to keep going in life. So anyway, I've tried many things. Oh my gosh. I've tried salt baths way back in the beginning when it was so itchy and I was first coming to know the itch and trying to deal with the itch. I've tried oatmeal baths. I've tried, the difference between hot and cold water. I've tried anything and everything as far as our skin goes that you could think of. These days I find that the essential oils, companies like Now or Young Living or doTERRA, they all have different oils, if you would say, that actually work for me. And any particular morning when I go through a routine, it's usually applying 2 or 3 or 4 different things in order to start the day and to keep it going. With eczema, when it's in the later stage of the cycle, believe it or not, and the doctors tell you, don't pick it, don't itch it, don't. Really? The itch relieves itself once you get that extra skin off of it. It makes it like, oh, this is bearable, I can stand it. So, and you also address your clothing to it because you don't want the whole world to see your eczema flare up wherever it is. So, yeah, at this point in my life, I use in the morning. First thing, on a non-shower day, I would use tea tree oil, and I buy the organic one, and I rub that all over my areas that are affected, and then I wait for 5 minutes for it to kind of just settle in. And then there's a product, and you can buy it at any drugstore, Anusol HC1, which is kind of like an ointment, and it's an anti-itch product or an antipyretic. I don't know if you know any of those words, but okay. Done the homework, figured it out, it works. Those are anti-itch products. I'll put that on And of course, your skin is inflamed, it's red, it's got blotchy spots on it. So of course, in the beauty field, you can't just go out with red blotchy skin that looks really like you had a major breakout. So after that, I will put on some makeup. And I've tried different types of makeup too. The one that I use now is, believe it or not, it's a concealer stick that I purchase any drugstore. CoverGirl makes the one I use right now. And it's like putting on lipstick all over your skin. And then you rub it in, but it's the color of your skin. And it takes away the color, and the redness. Doesn't take away the raised area, but it just kind of camouflages it so you can go on with your day. And it works. Then in the evening when I come home, I usually wash down with a cool washcloth. And then I'll put lavender oil on. And after I do the lavender oil, I found that there's a product called Hydro 4, PHOR. And I'll sleep with Hydro 4 on my skin all over. Sometimes in the middle of the night if I wake up and I'm miserable, like if you get it on your neck or your ears or whatever, believe it or not, I'll get up and put Vicks Vapor Rub on the back of my neck or my ears. And of course, you have to cover your sheets or whatever so you don't make it's got a kind of a oily base to it, so you don't want to stain everything. I guess that's the best way to say it. But yeah. The best thing I do, I mean, I'm in chemicals every single day. And I'm sure if we got technical here, maybe a doctor would say, yeah, stop being in chemicals. That would clear up your eczema. I really don't know if it would or if it wouldn't. I can't tell you for sure. Because I'm still doing hair and I'm still in the chemicals and it's still helping people. And if I come across anybody that has any of these dermatitis situations, I'm the first to help them because I know how miserable it can be. And it actually does consume your thought process a lot of the time. We go about doing life and handling family, handling jobs, handling routine, handling what we do, but the itch is always there. So you have to think about that too.